everyone. Welcome to this episode of High Seas Histories. My name is Bryan Bitton, and I'm a tour guide here on the USS KIDD. And today what I'm going to talk to y'all about is the USS William D. Porter, or the Willie D as the crew called it, the most unlucky destroyer in the history of the U.S. Navy. So, the William D. Porter, or Willie D, like I said, her first mission was to escort the battleship, the USS Iowa, across the Atlantic that had Franklin Delano Roosevelt on board, the president at the time. When she was pulling out of harbor, bad luck hit her almost immediately as her anchor got caught up on a fellow destroyer and pulled off a lot of the guardrails and a lot of the life rafts that were on board the ship. Willie D didn't suffer any damage while she left, except for a slightly scraped anchor. So she went out and rendezvoused with the USS Iowa. When she got there, they started the convoy across the Atlantic Ocean.
Water spout!
And they started the convoy across the Atlantic Ocean, and really soon into it, an unsecured depth charge that was on board the USS Willie D fell off and detonated in the water, which caused the convoy to believe that they were under a German U-boat attack. So because of that, the convoy started taking anti-submarine maneuvers until the Willie D captain radioed or signaled that it was a depth charge that had fallen off. Shortly after that, a couple of their boilers had gone offline, which then caused them to lose a lot of engine power, and then they had to break radio silence to reach the USS Iowa in an attempt to give them updates as they repaired that.
White cat!
Not long after that, the FDR decided he wanted to see his taxpayers' money at work. So he ordered the USS Iowa to do drills. Like, the whole convoy had to start doing drills. One of those drills is the Iowa let loose some balloons and started shooting them down with their anti-aircraft guns. The second part of that was that the destroyers that were escorting the Iowa were setting up for a mock torpedo run on the Iowa itself. The Willie D came up to her position and was set to fire her torpedoes, but unfortunately, one of them actually fired and actually launched towards the Iowa. Quickly, the captain decided to try to signal to the Iowa with flags. Signal to the Iowa with flags, stating that they had launched a torpedo towards the Iowa. But in their haste, they accidentally messaged that they had fired the torpedo in the opposite direction. So the Iowa asked for clarification, and they tried to signal again. But this time, they signaled that they were going to go in full reverse.
Sneak away!
Which the Iowa, again, was asking what they were trying to say, which caused the captain of the Willie D to break radio silence and informed Iowa that they had launched a torpedo at them. The Iowa took evasive maneuvers, and the torpedo missed. However, the Willie D was ordered to head back to home port. When they arrived there, an investigation was launched, and it found out that a chief torpedoesman, Lawton Dawson, had forgot to remove one of the primers from the torpedoes that were on board, which caused it to launch.
Team White!
He was sentenced to 14 years hard labor, but FDR commuted that sentence, saying nobody should be punished for an honest mistake. After that, the Willie D was transferred to the Pacific Fleet, and that is where she served for the rest of the war until Okinawa, where she suffered a kamikaze attack that eventually sank her. But it was unlucky kamikaze attack, simply because it was a large bomber that tried to hit him, who missed and landed in the water. And unluckily, the bomber carried itself with the weight and momentum that it had underneath the Willie D. The bombs detonated, which then launched the ship into the water, which then caused her keel to crack. And after a couple hours of fighting to keep her afloat, the captain called it an abandoned ship, and other destroyers came up, rescued all the survivors, and in a stroke of luck for once, nobody on board was actually killed. There was a few minor injuries, but everybody was able to get, off of the ship safely, and there was no fatalities on that ship. All right. So this has been an episode of High Seas History. Thanks for watching. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. The USS KIDD Veterans Memorial Museum is a nonprofit organization. We do nonprofit organization we receive no federal or state funding. Book your next tour or educational adventure with us. Please visit our website and see the links below.
Flying fish!